Hello everybody, welcome to Amakhosi. Like, comment, subscribe. Guys, welcome back. It's me again. Hope you're doing well, champs. So, there's been like speculations, news circulating. I touched some of the news and all. Just want to give you a bit of an update and some transfer news. Bit of an update is Nabi says that, because he was asked, like, Nabi, we've been hearing rumors that Kaizer Chiefs, they don't want you anymore, and they would fire you, and regardless of how you would perform and how you have performed in the Nedbank tournament, you're still gonna leave. And like Juna came out, he didn't give us really solid news, didn't give us anything for that matter for us to know whether Nabi is staying or not. But when I listened to Robert Marawa, you could hear a bit of like going towards, no, we are happy with Nabi, he is staying, however, we still need to review. Any company needs to sit down and review. And I'm like, okay, that's a bit positive, but Nabi, his cry was, these guys, the management has never really supported me in terms of, like, they've never protected me from the media that is guns blazing, like that is looking for me to leave this club that wants me that wants this club to fire me. So he's been complaining about that the team is not protecting him enough, management is not protecting him enough. And then one person asked him a question. So Nabi, would you stay? Do you wanna stay or do you wanna leave? He said, it doesn't depend on me really. It really doesn't depend on me. So he said that, like, I want his exact words, but basically it doesn't depend on me. So another thing, Nabi will only stay if Kaizer Chiefs, if the Mtawons, will only stay at Kaizer Chiefs if the Mtawons give him the tools to succeed. I'll speak more about that. I still have a contract with Kaizer Chiefs, and I believe that if the club wants to continue with me, give me the tools to succeed. There's no reason to leave. There's no reason to leave. Even if I could find somewhere else to go, but I respect this club. I want to continue with this club, Nabi said. Said that he wants to continue this club, he wants to stay in this club. However, it would depend on the tool. So basically, Nabi is saying that, okay, Sharp, you've been playing like hard. I can also play hard. I can also play hard because I told you from the get-go, if you want me to fulfill the mandate that you have given unto me, you need to ensure that I have the proper tools. I've been preaching this, that some of you have proper tools and work, like you are well resourced, like you're well covered, and that's why as a result you are staying there. That's why as a result you are performing at the level that you are performing. But when it comes to Nabi expecting miracles, yet he does not have all the ingredients that he needs. It's not that Nabi doesn't want to coach Kaizer Chiefs anymore. It's not that Nabi wants to leave. However, now there's a condition on him leaving, or on him staying rather. It's the fact that if Kaizer Chiefs are to give him the tools that he needs so that he can succeed. Because here's the thing, we can't run away from the fact that Nabi is a winner. Nabi is a winner, and therefore if he's a winner, he needs to be supported by all means with the proper tools. And those proper tools are the kind of players that will fit in his system. His system is simple. Let's make sure that we let the opponents, we don't let the opponents have the ball. Simple. Like, let's keep as much as possible, let's keep the ball as much as possible on our side. Let's make sure that we have the ball position, and we kill these teams, we outscore them. Let's make sure that we build from the back, and therefore it means that we need a comfortable goalkeeper. Let's build from the back, and let's knock the ball around, and let's win it as soon as possible. If we don't have the ball, let's win it as soon as possible. So therefore, this is a team that is hard running. He wants a team that is hard running, a team that is able to mark and get the ball as soon as possible, and have the right players who know what to do when they have the ball. Because we can have the guys who wins the ball, but if they don't know what to do with the ball, and therefore it's pointless. It's really pointless. But now Nabi says that I want the correct tools for me to succeed. So give me the tools and therefore I'm going to stay. I don't have any reason. Yes, we know that his father passed on, his mom or someone, I think his mom is also sick, and is missing home and whatnot. We know all this, but he's prepared. This guy has sacrificed so much for this team to like turn their back on him or even backstab him. Nabi, he has rejected so many offers, like so many offers. The biggest of them all, he has rejected an offer to coach Tunisia, the national team. He refused, said that no, I have a project, I love where I am, I'm enjoying where I am. So Kaizer Chiefs and Tunisia, I'm telling you, in as much as Kaizer Chiefs is massive, and we've seen over the weekend that Kaizer Chiefs is massive, like even is it the physio or conditional coach? I think it's the conditional coach. He came out, was it the conditional coach or was it Khalil, the assistant coach? I think it was the conditional coach. He said that we knew coming to South Africa, that Kaizer Chiefs is big. But over the past 48 hours, we did not know that they're this big. We did not know that they're this big. So meaning what now? Wow. No, we thought that we knew what we're getting ourselves into, but we didn't think that it's this massive. You're not doing something that you're not, hey, I'm going to do this thing, yeah, it's going to be hard. But as soon as you get into it, you're like, yeah. I didn't really anticipate this. That was the wow moment for them. But in any case, back to Nabi. Nabi wants to succeed at Kaizer Chiefs. He wants to stay at Kaizer Chiefs. And therefore, condition, give me the players and I'll stay. Give me the players that I want. And I will then perform at the level that you want me. Especially now that you're going to Africa. We know that Bobby said that now that you're going to Africa, we're going to ensure that the coach gets the right players that he needs so he can compete in Africa. Sure. For me, Nabi has over-exceeded, for me. You can tell me your thoughts. For me, he has over-exceeded the expectations that I had for him. I had thought initially that Nabi was going to finish in a respectable position and then, okay, at least try. If he's not trying, he's going to get to, if he's trying, like, get to knockout stages of any cup, like get to, for example, get to like quarterfinals or semi-finals. For me, for him to clinch a cup in his first season, less than a year already, that's massive. That's massive. Guys like Ulilebo, who have played like a huge role already in their 5 months in the club, that's massive for me. Like, talking about guys who've been there for 10 months, guys like Yopele and all. That's massive. Like, he has turned this club around, like, and made us to be winners again. Can he do it again? Sure, he can. However, to simplify his work, he needs the right and proper tools so he can succeed. So, on transfer news, I just read now, on transfer news, Faisal Salum has, like, it is like done. That is not signing for his team. He's not signing. And his team has put a price tag of $500,000 US. When I calculated that, that's 9,100,000 and something thousand. So basically, we can get Faisal for 9 million. However, if we wait until December at least, I think until December at least, we can get Faisal for, we can send him on pre-contract if we wait. But should we gamble? I don't think that you can gamble. Let's pay this 9 million plus. Let's pay this 9 million plus and get our player. However, here's the trick. Faisal will only sign for Kaizer Chiefs only if Nabi stays. So meaning what? He's not going to be glued to Kaizer Chiefs because he wants to play for Kaizer Chiefs. He wants to play for Kaizer Chiefs under Nabi. So if another Tom and Jerry comes and coach Kaizer Chiefs, Faisal will not come to South Africa. So the condition is that he will only sign if Nabi stays. So meaning what? It's guaranteed. He's not going to give anyone an ear. He only wants to sign for Kaizer Chiefs. Sundowns won't get him because we know that there are rumors that Sundowns also want him. So he had a call with Nabi, apparently, according to Mickey June. He had a call with Nabi for like 10 minutes and a couple of seconds, like it's recorded. The conversation went about Nabi, because he sees him as his father. I mean, there was a clip where Yusuf Mat was calling him or asking him, why are they calling you Baba Nabi? And then he explained to him, he said that the reason why people call me Baba Nabi is because of the relationship that I have with the players. I want to be like father to them and them being my sons. So, Mickey Arthur says that Faisal sees Nabi as his father. So, therefore, he would love to play for Nabi again. So, here's the thing that I want you to get. There are players that you can only get to our club only because Nabi is there. Like, just get that into your mind. There are only players that you can get only because Nabi is there. So, meaning what, if we are to take out Nabi, there are players who won't come to Kaizer Chiefs no matter what. So, we better, I know that the season is about to finish in order. We better get our house in order and start negotiating. Pirates already, I think they've signed at least 2 players or so. They've signed 2 players already. I'm not saying that you should sign any player now, but I'm saying that we can start negotiations. But how can you start negotiations if already in the middle, things are perceived as though we don't want Nabi anymore, or Kaizer Chiefs or management don't want Nabi anymore? When especially the players who don't necessarily want to play for Kaizer Chiefs or play under any coach within Kaizer Chiefs, they want to play for Kaizer Chiefs only because Nabi is there. It's usual, it's there, it's a norm, guys. It's a norm, guys, that players say that I'll only sign for this club because there's this coach. I remember when Manchester United bought the Butcher Martinez, he was close to sign for Arsenal until Eric Ten Hag called him and said that, dude, I want you at Manchester. Every deal, everything that has been started, like negotiations that had started, they just ceased. Why? Because Eric Ten Hag called Martinez and said that I want you, and he stopped everything. He came to Manchester United. So there are players who can go to other teams or who want to have to upgrade and go to better teams. However, as soon as the coach whom they consider as their father or as their mentor and calls, they stop everything and say that I'm packing everything, I'm going. So Nabi still has some effect, still has an impact on these players or on transfers that we are to make. He has an impact. So Nabi said that he wants tools for him to succeed, because he can't succeed with what he has. And we've seen it in the league. Let's not go around the bushes. So apparently he wants 3, 4 or so players. He wants a left back. He wants a CDM who plays the type of football that he wants. That dominates. CDM who can also score goals, like your Casemiro type of players, like a Valverde of Madrid, like your Rodri of City, and so forth and so forth. Says that I want 2 strikers. We know that there's also a goalkeeper, but these are the 4 positions that want to be addressed. So, foreign court. Let's speak about Dove a bit. Dove is coming to the end of his contract now when the season is over. And there's a rumor that he's wanted by a team in Far East, I think in the East. That means that we need at least 2, we can say 2, we need at least 2 left backs. So meaning what, we can get high profile left back, and then we can do with another player there to compete with Cross and this new or high profile player. CDM, he wants another player who will compete with Mteto. Mteto is not what he's looking for, but Mteto can at least do the work, but not to that level. He wants 2 strikers. We have seen that we have underperformed, that department has underperformed, so he wants 2 strikers. So Nabi says, I want the tools. And Faisal is interested in Kaizer Chiefs only if Nabi stays. What are your thoughts, guys? I am out. FC Amakhosi fan channel. Sunny here. Cheers.